Hey guys, welcome to the Overnight Journey Season 2, vlog number 28. We don't have any new donations since the last video was posted, but I definitely want to thank everybody for all of their support, whether you've donated previously, shared videos, provided words of encouragement, shared your stories, or just done anything whatsoever to help prevent suicide, lower stigmas, and raise awareness for mental health. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and keep doing what you're doing. So far, we have raised $2,194 for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. They are a 4-star rated charity. We are 37% of the way to our goal of $6,000. If you want to make a donation, there's a link in the description. You can just click on that, or just go to theovernight.org/participant/Nick. Anything you can donate helps make a difference and is greatly appreciated, and it really means a lot to me. So in the previous video, I shared with you some of the warning signs of suicide. In this video, I would like to share with you some things that you can do if you spot those warning signs, or if you feel like somebody that you know may be suicidal. It can be really scary, first of all, to broach the subject, bring it up. You know, what if you're wrong? What if they get mad at you or they get angry at you? What if they don't want to have anything to do with you after that and cut them out of their life? You know, there can be all of these feelings of doubt when you think somebody may be suicidal. But it's better to do something and be wrong and them be alive than do nothing and be wrong and them not be there anymore. So one of the things you can do is, if you think that somebody you know is suicidal, just talk to them about it. Ask them. It can be really scary. Again, you can't make somebody suicidal by asking them if they're suicidal. If anything, it shows that person that you care about them. And a lot of times, given the opportunity to talk about it and share their feelings, can help alleviate the loneliness, the sense of dread, the feeling that there's no relief in what they're feeling. So if you think somebody you know is suicidal, talk to them about it. Here's some tips for talking to somebody you think may be suicidal. You can start the conversation by saying, "Hey, I've been feeling concerned about you lately," or "Recently I've noticed some differences in you and wondered how you're doing," or "I wanted to check in on you because you haven't seemed yourself lately." Here's some questions you can ask. When did you begin feeling like this? Did something happen that made you start feeling this way? How can I best support you right now? Have you thought about getting help? What you can say that helps. You're not alone in this. I'm here for you. You may not believe it now, but the way you're feeling will change. I may not be able to understand exactly how you feel, but I care about you and I want to help. When you want to give up, tell yourself you will hold off for just one more day, hour, minute, whatever you can manage. So when talking to a suicidal person, here are some things for you to do. Be yourself. Let the person know that you care and that they're not alone. The right words are often unimportant. If you're concerned, your voice and manner will show it. Listen. Let the suicidal person unload despair, ventilate anger. No matter how negative the conversation seems, the fact that it exists is a positive sign. Be sympathetic, non-judgmental, patient, calm, accepting. Your friend or family member is doing the right thing by talking about his or her feelings. Offer hope. Reassure the person that help is available and that the suicidal feelings are temporary. Let the person know that his or her life is important to you. Take the person seriously. If the person says things like, "I'm so depressed, I can't go on," ask the question, "Are you having thoughts of suicide?" You are not putting ideas in their head. You are showing that you are concerned, that you take them seriously, and that it's okay for them to share their pain with you. Here's some things not to do. Don't argue with a suicidal person. Avoid saying things like, you have so much to live for, your suicide will hurt your family, or look at the bright side. If they could look at the bright side, they would be looking at the bright side. Don't act shocked, lecture on the value of life, or say that suicide is wrong. Don't promise confidentiality. Refuse to be sworn to secrecy. A life is at stake. You may need to speak to a mental health professional in order to keep the suicidal person safe. If you promise to keep your discussion secret, you may have to break your word. Don't offer ways to fix their problems or give advice, or make them feel like they have to justify their suicidal feelings. It is not about how bad the problem is, but how badly it's hurting your friend or loved one. Don't blame yourself. You can't fix someone's depression. Your loved one's happiness or lack thereof is not your responsibility. Step number 2, respond quickly in a crisis. If somebody that you know tells you that he or she is thinking about death or suicide, it's important to evaluate the immediate danger the person is in. Those at a highest risk for suicide in the near future have a specific suicide plans, the means to carry out the plan, a time set for doing it, and an intention to do it. You can ask these questions to determine if they have an immediate risk for suicide. Do you have a plan? Do you have what you need to carry out your plan? Do you know when you would do it? Do you intend to take your own life? If a suicide attempt is imminent, call a local crisis center, dial 911, or take the person to an emergency room. Remove guns, drugs, knives, and any other potentially lethal objects from this vicinity. And do not leave them alone. Tip number 3, offer help and support. The best way to help is offering an empathetic listening ear. Let the loved one know that he or she is not alone and that you care. Don't take responsibility, however, for making your loved one well. You can offer support, but you can't get better for a suicidal person. So helping a suicidal person, get them professional help, follow up on their treatment, be proactive, encourage positive lifestyle changes, make a safety plan, remove potential means of suicide, continue your support over the long haul. And the article that I'm reading from goes in a lot more depth. It is located on helpguide.org. I will link it below. Again, I haven't done any research on the validity of this website, but the information seems to be good. Again, I'm not a mental health care professional. I don't know if these people are, but the bottom line is know what to look for and do something if you see those warning signs. Remember, everybody has a personal battle that they're fighting. They just may not talk about it, so love each other. I'll talk to you guys later.